All access in Yubba Manager is controlled by assigning user permissions. The permission assigns the user a role. A role is a collection of authorizations the user requires to perform a defined role within the organization. There are a great number of possible authorizations that may be assembled into a role. Most accounts will be created with a number of predefined roles. These are listed in roles. Here is a role that might be assigned to an auditor, who is allowed to only view things like keys and users and audit trails, but not to modify anything. Each checkbox represents an authorization. Authorizations are organized into categories. You may tick any combination of authorizations to create a role appropriate to your organization. Once you have established your roles, you can add it to a list of user permissions. You can assign multiple roles to a user. Suppose this person is also allowed to carry a key. You can add the key user role. This user now has permission to perform two roles. Permissions also refer to groups, calendars, keys, and locks. A permission is able to combine multiple things together to restrict a role. Here, the key user role is unrestricted, meaning the user will be able to access all locks on the account at any time. We can restrict this role by specifying a lock department and a calendar. This user will now only be able to access locks at head office from 9 to 5 on weekdays. When you issue a key, you do have the option to specify department, role, and calendar restrictions to be applied to that specific key. Here we have specified only locks on floor 1 may be placed on this key. If you look at the user's permissions, now you will see a new permission colored blue that ties the key together with this group. Likewise, if you look at the permissions on this issued key, you see there is also a blue permission present, tying the key to the user and the group. This is the same permission, just from the key's perspective. The system requires the final set of authorizations must satisfy all permissions rules. In this example, the user may only access head office from 9 to 5, and the key may only access floor 1 at any time. In this instance, head office consists of exterior doors, floor 1 and floor 2. All of these requirements combined mean the key will only be able to access floor 1 from 9 to 5. In this example, we combined user and key permissions. The same principle applies to permissions you can attach to groups. You can use permission groups to manage many users with the same permissions.